what law of attraction generally means.
I have manifested for 20 lakhs package and I received 25 lakhs package. So that is the power of manifestation. Law of attraction. People from MBA with a distance background, they don't get the jobs in their dream organization. Honestly, I never thought I will become a life coach. When entrepreneurship made me to become a life coach, and life coach helped me to become an
The
entrepreneur.
entrepreneur.
Like girls should be independent.
Yeah.
We started our marriage life with 300 rupees. And the first principle in law of attraction is like attracts like.
Hi everyone, welcome to I Am a Recruiter podcast. I'm your host Prafula Devi. I'm thrilled to have you with us today. I Am a Recruiter is more than just a podcast. It is a movement by and for talent acquisition professionals. We are here to shake things up and help care recruiters evolve from a traditional recruiter to a trusted talent advisor. Our vision is to build most influential global community for TA professionals, and you are part of it. If you are getting value from our content, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. And also let us know what you think in the comment section below. Let's build this community together. With this, it's time to introduce our special guest. So meet Soumya Anna. So Soumya has almost 13 plus years of experience in HR. So she has contributed to multiple organizations like CGC, Converse Technology, Infinite Computer Solutions, Moritech, and CyberArk. And she have been practicing her passion for last 4 years, which is being a life coach, helping others to achieve their goals. And if I can tell you a little bit about how I related to Soumya from my common friend who have introduced to her, and I feel grateful that he has introduced me to Soumya. She is a great person. Definitely some of the things which we will be talking today, it will help you achieve your goals. So stay tuned. And about Soumya, there are little more things which we would like to share. She is a true multitasker. Soumya is currently learning violin, exploring her love for dance, indulging her passion for food discovery. She believes in the power of passion and thrives on continuous learning and creativity. So, with Soumya, we are really grateful to have you in I'm a Recruiter Community Podcast. Really excited for our conversation today.
I am much more excited, Praful. Thank you so much for inviting me to this podcast. And yes, I'm always excited to share my things. And, at least one person getting impacted is enough for us to have that platform. So I'm very much glad and grateful to you that, you created this platform to help many of the talent advisors. It's not easy thing. It's very great and wonderful thing. So I appreciate you from my bottom of my heart.
Soumya, great. As we discussed, cast is about individual journey, right?
Right.
Every individual have and gone through multiple different experiences in their life. Some might have learned from good experiences, some might have learned from different experiences, right? So we want to
Actually, Praful, thank you so much. So, Soumyata is now a life coach and also advanced hypnotherapist, where I'm helping individuals, corporates, any person, irrespective of their age, what they are passionate about, how they can achieve what they love. So, many of us corporate employees land up in jobs due to, I need to pay my home EMI, I need to pay my personal loan, I need to get married of my sister, so I am earning. So, there is a something reason attached for their job, but they're not sincerely loving that. So I come here as a life coach, help people to love their job and get multiple ways of income apart from their doing. So that's my
great,
specialty.
great, good to know that, and thank you so much for sharing that, Soumya. Great.
Thank you.
So Soumya, little bit about your background. So where did you born and brought up? Which is your birthplace?
Definitely. I am very proud to say that I'm born and brought up and got studied till 10th standard from the place called Dharmavaram. It's a place called the city of silk saris.
Okay.
So my birthplace is very well known for pattu or silk saris. So I'm from that place, and Dharmavaram makes around crores of turnover with the silk saris. And it exports most of the silk saris to the different states and countries across India and world. So I'm from that place. And I studied till 10th standard. And then I explored for my higher education, just like Vijayawada, Kurnool, and then Bangalore. So I completed my post graduation in MBA with the specialization of human resources and finance. And that's where my journey started about my education background. But there is a small twist in my education career also,
Okay.
which means like MBA first deeply in love with my one of my senior from the childhood onwards. So I got married to him in MBA first year itself. So I discontinued and then again continued my MBA. Also, there is a twist. So with the distance education, that's the biggest challenge, Prabal, because people from MBA with a distance background, they don't get the jobs in their dream organizations.
Okay.
So
Yes.
yeah, so that's how I started compromising my job role. I used to apply for MNCs, multinational companies, and then I used to get rejected because your MBA is a distance background. So that's where I will prove this. I wanted to become something else. If this company is not giving me, I can make my own company. So that's the mindset I have prepared. I never been upset. I never give up. So that's how I started. But there is a compromise in my roles, in my job, organizations that I went and I work. Whatever I do, sincerely love my job. And the best thing, I started generally as a recruiter. She's a sourcing. Just started as a sourcer. But one of the company called Mauritech. So they identified my talent and they made me very specialized for she can develop anything from the scratch. So they gave me multiple opportunities. And they knew that I'm just a recruiter. But then the company believed in my talent and they gave all from the scratch. I developed a recruitment module for them from the scratch. I'm the first recruiter in that company, and they have now 100 plus recruiters now. And when I joined, I was 84 employee, and when I left that organization, I made 3,500 plus recruitment team that I developed.
Great.
Besides that, they also gave me an opportunity into HR. So this is the biggest career growth I have ever experienced in that organization. So they gave me an opportunity to work in HR field like generalist role, policy designing, employee engagement, campus recruitment, all these things they have given. And these all are also, I have developed it from the scratch.
Awesome.
So the
Awesome.
automated process. So this is the best thing that, they've made me, they brought me all my talents. Then that is not enough. They gave me role of resource management because suddenly we grown to almost double the employees. So they want me to develop a resource management. So I started developing resource management from the scratch, and now they have the automated version. And then it's like everything. So Soumya is known for she can develop anything from the scratch. That is the talent they have brought in me. So I'm very grateful to my manager and the company.
Sure. Great. Good to know. So one question which I have for you. So you are from a city or a town where you have seen lots of opportunity from your very childhood days itself. So did you thought from your childhood age that you want to become some kind of life coach or an entrepreneur from your very younger days?
Grateful to be very honest. I never thought I will become a life coach. When I did the life coaching certification also, I never thought I will become a coach because I started doing life coach certification for my self well-being. My mindset is very negative. I'm very short tempered. I am rejecting everything. People are very wrong. So this is the kind of mindset I used to have when I used to start life coaching. And yes, as you said, the entrepreneurship, because I brought up from a business family background. My father is a businessman and we own a shop in my hometown, which is now around 70 plus year old shop. So
Wow.
I got that entrepreneurship skills from my father, my forefathers, grandfathers, because we are basically from a business family.
Okay.
So there is a passion in me. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to give employment to few people. So where I can help the people. So it's there in my childhood, but this life coaching helped me more structured, more organized. And that's where, entrepreneurship made me to become a life coach, and life coach helped me to become an entrepreneur.
It's both way, I would say.
Yeah.
Another question which I have, so everyone very openly talk about their love life, right? And you are very courageous to share about your love life podcast. So definitely appreciate that because you are very candid and very open. So tell me a little bit about your love life, which class it started and how it started.
Definitely. I know him from my 5th standard onwards, and he is my senior. So if I'm in 5th standard, he is in 6th standard. So we are in same school, same tuition, every 10th standard. So conversations happens every time, but I didn't realize that he likes me. I am not that light on, but we became very close, and he used to visit to my place only to talk to me. I didn't know that. I came to know only later part. So it continued, and then in intermediate, we were separated because it's different. And then again, we reunited in the degree. When I was pursuing my degree, he got my number from one of my best friend, and we started again talking over the community phone calls. And that's where, the calls went very deeper, and then we got proposed in degree where we are studying. He is a BTech and I was pursuing my graduation in biochemistry. So that's where, I proposed to him, in fact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You are definitely brave then, right?
Thank you.
How did you think your bulb have switched on?
At first, because the way he cares me, the way he gives me the love, the warmth, and when I'm telling something, he says, be careful, do this. So he gives me so much of suggestions, care, and he takes care about my health and all. So somewhere it gone, because I know him since so very easy for me to convincing my heart. He's the right person for me. So I will definitely say he's the right person. I want him for all my life also.
Good to know. Great. My second question for you is like, how were you as a student? Like, were you very studious on average or no?
No, I am the topper. I'm the topper, Praful. I'm the topper in studies. I'm topper in arts. I'm topper in sports. You name it, I'm topper in even getting clashes from the students, making them to encourage to bring everything. Let's do this. Everything I'm the topper. So yeah, since my childhood, I'm the topper.
Okay. Like after, why did you choose to do MBA in distance?
That's because of my love story. My parents got to know about my love story duration final year and they made me house arrest. They did not allow me to go to college because I was talking to him, I am meeting him. So they want to cut everything, this communication. So they made me house arrest and they talked to my management. She will come only for the examinations. And
Okay.
before examination, we will allow her for 10 days so that she will learn the lab practicals and everything. So that's the only thing. But then I was the topper student. So 10 days is enough for me to gain, and I am the topper in the graduation. In biochemistry, I'm the only person who got 87% during that time. So university, I got, second percentage, highest second percentage.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I wanted to go and see biochemistry in Hyderabad Central University. I
Okay.
applied for that. I got a seat. Everything is okay. But then somewhere my parents came to know that my husband is also in Hyderabad.
Okay.
So they did not allow me to do that biochemistry, MSc biochemistry. So I was again kept in house arrest. And then my mom, she's a very good student. Why we should stop? This is very important. So my mom is little she want to be independent. Like girls should be independent.
Yeah.
Even my
Yeah.
father,
Yeah.
for that matters, he also believes that girls should be independent. You should earn your own money. You should not depend it on someone's salary. Both have that kind of mentality. So what they decided, so no Hyderabad, we will make her to study in different or something else.
Please.
But I didn't get the seat in the different places. So they made me to write for the MBA. So I randomly wrote, I didn't even prepare. I got rank, some good rank. And I got a free seat in Kadapa Rajampeta, a college called Annamacharya Institute of Technology and Sciences.
Which
So
place?
it's Kadapa, Kadapa,
Okay.
Rajampeta. So
Okay.
that's where I got the seat, and they decided, okay, this person, my husband is not in Kadapa, so let's make her to study here. So
Okay.
that's where I chose MBA. But then, because of my personality, communication skills, I think I am the perfect for the human resources background.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Okay.
how I made my choice or chance into my favoritism.
Got it. And then did you knew wanted to go into HR domain itself from the day one, or like the college placement happened, or how it did? How did you find your first job?
So college placement was I completed my MBA in distance. So I
Yes.
wanted to compete and I want to search for a job. So I
Yeah.
completed my MBA in Bangalore, AMS College in Pansankari area. And then I
Okay.
started looking for the job. And if you notice, if you want to tell, I got married at MBA first year itself. So I need to pay my MBA fees. I need sure all my earning, whatever I need to pay to my PG, it has to be done by me. So I used to do some part-time jobs like gardening, telling the tuitions for the students and all this kind of stuff I have did. And then finally I got a job after completion. That is my first company, CGC Converse Technologies, as a recruiter. So my husband is in Hyderabad. So even I moved from Bangalore to here and looked for the job and I easily got that. That's where my journey started.
Great, great, great. Okay. So other question which I have is I know that from the time we have started talking, you were very courageous, you were studious. So, but again, about marriage, it's totally a different ballgame, right? So how did you convince yourself to get married? Because whenever people think about marriage, lots of responsibilities come into picture, lots of process come into picture, lots of ways of living get changed, right?
Correct.
Decided that, hey, this is the time you need to go and get married.
I never decided that I need to get married before I settle in the job. But then it happened totally opposite. Before settlement, before my education itself, I got married. That's because of the destiny, I can say, or because of the pressures that I have from my home. I'm the elder daughter. So
Okay.
they have more responsibilities on me. Like, if I'm doing like this, then my sister also gets some matches, something they have that. And that pressure is there on my head. So myself and my husband very well convinced my parents, but they never got convinced. So it is just because of the caste to get married. So
Okay.
it's
Okay.
only that reason, none other the reason. It is only the caste. They don't want us to get married. So everyone are against about our marriage, and everyone are putting me on pressure that you will get married. We are doing that, and I was in house arrest almost more than 3 years, and
Okay.
going through about all these pain things. Like and no one will talk to me. No one is feeding me also at my home because they are in very sad. They are in pain because I'm listening to their words. I am being very stubborn to my decision that I need to marry only him. If not, I will go. I will do some service to some kids or something like that. So this is the decision I told him. So they're not happy with my decision and I'm not happy with their decision. So I find it to get married, but even my husband don't have job. But the pressure is coming more from my family side. So they are the matches. They are sending my photo to the
Profile.
matches, profiles, and they are making calls. And it became very fast at one point of time. And I have no choice rather than getting married to Rajesh, suicide or something. And I'm not a person, never give up. So I'll try my best. So I spoke to my husband, this is what happening. Even if job is not there, let's try. We'll see. So that's where, we started our marriage life with 300 rupees. And whatever the empire we built now, we proudly say that it's all we both of us. So we don't have emotional support. We don't have monetary support. We don't have any kind of support, but we are still here. So spiritual thoughts and preference. So maybe that is the energy I got it during no one had there with us. So that's the energy we
The universe doesn't need anyone's support, right? Because you
Right.
have the extreme power with.
That is true. That is the reason I am now where I am.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
once I got married, people rejected me. People did not talk to me. My parents did not talk to me around 6 years. Couple.
Okay.
They didn't talk to me 6 years. There is no person, no friends, no family talking to me because that I got married to different caste person. So no one is talking to me. So that's where I decided I want to be a most successful person, and whoever rejected me now they want to come back. Not just proving them. They should know you that they lost. So it is not about the prosperity that we have, the success rate we have. It is the relationship value we should know, right? So that's what I wanted to prove them. That's what I have done. And that's why now people are telling, yeah, my daughter is so and so channel. She's doing so many events. She's, helping many families. So they're very proudly telling now where the cash went. So that is what I wanted to prove them.
All the listeners. So if you have heard about Soumya's story, she's a very powerful lady, a very strong lady, right? So definitely if someone has to go through the same phase, you should have a very strong mindset. Definitely people doesn't talk about mental well-being, mental health and other things as well. So how was your mental health throughout the journey of 5, 6 years when you were not talking to your parents, you were not talking to your family, people were not supporting you, right? Your emotional thing, how was you mentally?
Very negative. I have a person who loves me more than anyone, but then you don't have anyone. You are just in the desert. You are alone. It's only you and your husband. Even husband needs support. Even I need support. Like someone, don't worry, everything will happen good. I am not expecting any monetary support, but then emotional support, moral support. But that is also not there for both of us. But then we stand together. We were there in all the difficulties, all the success stories. Only both were there. But the mental well-being it disturbed a lot. And because when we go out and when we see their parents taking care of their kids, that all disturbs us. We are missing this. And whenever I go to someone's marriages, I feel very, very bad. I want to be married like this because all my tradition, all my culture, I like very much. So we have a tradition of having talambralu. We keep rice grains on our heads on both of the braids. So I missed all those things. I just had a sutra and just a hara. That's all. No, nothing was there, right? So I used to miss all those things, and my mental well-being it got disturbed because it is not the people were not there. I've been labeled like you married to caste which is different
Different
from
caste.
your. So you married to a lower caste people. So I've been labeled as characterless. I've been labeled as you're good for nothing because your dad has got so much fame in the society and you're the spoiler of your family. So these are the labels I got it from my family, my friends, and whoever. You trust me, all my 10th standard friends, they never spoke now. They have started talking to me after I become a life coach where I'm helping people to be more positive. Till then, people are talking me very negatively, very bad. But I never bothered about their words and all. You know what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. So I want to become a successful, not just because to convince them or to convince their label, but because of the purpose of my life. That is what I wanted to become. So that's how my mental well-being very worst. And even that affected in my professional growth also. I can say it's a company I worked more than 7+ years in that organization, but people are getting promoted. I am not getting promoted. And I used to blame my manager. I used to blame everyone around me. Even though after doing this much hard work, being very honest to the organization, I'm not being promoted. So this is a mindset I used to have before becoming a life coach. But after becoming a life coach, I understood. So I am a very short-tempered person and I reacted to the situations easily. My manager did not promote me to that particular position. If you are going to a different level promotion, you should have that capability. You should always smile on to the people. So I am a professional. I've been got the name as firebrand. So I used to be short tempered. And for HR, this is not required, right? So
Yeah.
we have so much of negativity, so much of lag in me. But then I started blaming the other person. But then when I did this life coaching, I understood my personality. Why am I not getting that success? So many of our corporates, they will think that they are not getting promotion because of bias, because of favoritism, because that they are not buttering their bosses, they are not getting that success. Though this is all not the reasons, Praful. But if you understand what's your personality to the role that you wanted to get promoted, you will get the answer that is no boss can stop your promotion. That is what I understood during my journey. So, and being is very worse. I was short tempered. I not showing interest even towards my daughter because of the work pressure I have and because of the home loans or loans that I have. I used to work more than 10, 12 hours. I need to pay, I need to balance. So that's where I lost almost my original nature and not loving what I'm doing. I'm just doing a machinery, robotic work just to say I'm not growing in my career, I'm not growing in my profession, I'm not growing in my relationships. So when my daughter was born, she is not coming towards me. She goes to only to dad. She will share everything with the dad. Emotionally, I became so weak. She's not even coming to me because I am showing my office frustration towards my family. That's my mental well-being after a certain point of time. But then now everything came in place after becoming a life coach, after practicing what I want, what am I. So why am I behaving like this? So understanding more about yourself, more about your emotions, what you want in your life, then it made my job very easy. Now I'm balancing professionally, personally. I'm spending so much of time with my daughter, which is a great blessing, I can say.
That particular moment, the worst moment of your life, or how did you realize that, hey, this is it? I have to take care of my own life. How did you realize that this is the moment I have to change everything for myself? Like, how did life coach happen to you?
Right. So I have got some loans, some EMIs. So for example, my salary is around 40,000. I wanted to pay around 1,50,000, which is three
Okay.
times more than my salary, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where I came, like every day becoming a battle for me. And my husband lost their job because of recession. And it is, I'm the only bread and butter for my family. And my mental well-being is not that great because I was not able to handle this much stress and all those things. And that's where it started with the law of attraction. So my mom called me and said about this topic, law of attraction. Try this. First, you have to control your anger. Then only everything will work. So this is the suggestion she used to give me for my well-being. But then I used to tell, if you don't have time, you see the YouTube videos. Don't give me this bullshit suggestions or something like to reply. But then when I went to bed, I thought that if my mother is telling something, it is my good. Every mother takes care of her child. Every mother thinks that her child should be in topmost position. She should be irrespective of their action. Again, I went in search of doing what is this law of attraction? How does it help changing my mindset or changing my anger management? So I started. Then the first principle in law of attraction is like attracts positive, you will attract positive. You
Yes.
give negative, you will attract negative. As I said, manager is not giving me promotion. I always thought her in a negative emotions. I never, even for single time, I didn't even see her in a positive way. That's why I attracted more negative. But she helped me in giving multiple roles. She grown me, in HR, God, how many practices are there? I'm ready to do that. So that is the experience she gave me. So I didn't do that positive side. Only promotion negative side was there in my mind. And that is highlighting. And that is bringing more negative situations, incidences in the organization where it made me more worse. So I started thanking the problems that I'm facing. And then I started slowly changing. The situations are coming towards me and they are, comfortable to me. They are coming in my energies. They're very turning into opportunities for me when I started thinking positive, seeing positive, looking positive, and being thankful whatever I have. So if I have 80,000 job, I'm thankful for the 80,000. Then it got started. So from 40,000, I got the job of 90,000 raffle. And from 90,000, I got 1,50,000 job with my manifestation, thinking that you can get everything. So I used to think a HR cannot get more money, more compensation. So that's the mindset. But when I changed, I can get it. You will attract what you are. Then yes, I got that level of compensation within very short period of span. So
Yes.
it's almost double 100% hike that is not even possible
Of
in
course,
HR
of
jobs.
course, of course. Other question which I have is in talent acquisition as well, right? There are many folks like you and me who believe that they can't grow in their career,
Hmm.
right? So because of whatever reason, right? Because of they think they don't have the right opportunity, they think they don't have the right manager, or they don't have the right, right? So as a life coach, what advice you will give them so that they get career?
Definitely, Praful. I think this will be helpful for every talent acquisition, talent advisor. So wherever you wanted to all your limiting beliefs. For example, you told me I don't have space to grow. I want you to write that sentence and whatever all the limiting, I can't do this job. I cannot grow here. So put all those limiting beliefs or the blocks or the negative thoughts that you are getting it, convert them into a positive sentence. I don't have platform. I don't have right skills. I have right skills. Then go to the next step and tell that what are the sources I require to gain this skill. Questioning a right question to ourselves, we get the answer. Problem have a solution. That's where the universe is. That's where the everything is. So for our problems also, we have a solution, but we have to change our mindset to the positive mindset. So we are always thinking in a lack mindset. We don't have a mindset. We always think recession is happening. Maybe I don't get the hike that I deserve. I worked so hard in 2024 and now the projects are delaying. Whatever the inflation rate is going on, I'm not able to match. So if you tell all every day these words, your body is vibrating in low vibration, negative vibration. Instead of that, say that I have a beautiful, great job that is giving this much and I'm able to help my family with this job. Then you will attract opportunity.
There might be lots of audience who don't know about what is law of attraction in general,
Correct.
right? So can you, being a life coach, make them understand what a easy word, what law of attraction generally means?
Definitely. So you have a meeting tomorrow. You know this meeting is scheduled with your higher VP level, executive levels tomorrow. And the manager said a day before, you need to give a presentation. All the talent analytics, like, what is the source of medium? Is it internal or is it vendor? What, profit you made? So this is all you have to prepare. But then you don't have all the data. For example, okay, and it is only tomorrow. You only left with a half a day for your presentation. What are the thoughts you will be running in your mind?
Happen tomorrow? Will I be able to give the presentation or not? How I will give? All those things.
Right? And if we go with the same mindset, you will get more questions to be popped up on your face. You will get more the negativity on your PPTs. Why it is not happening? Why you don't have the data? Because you have implemented your thoughts in subconscious mind. You are attracting same from your authorities. Instead of that, you tell yourself, I am not going to prepare any PPT. I just a pie diet, which I speak over the presentation, and he will not have any doubts. He will not have any questions. That's where you will land up. I will just tell with the law of attraction, with the manifestation. I am told you very in the podcast itself, I may be a distance graduate, not a full time. So I'm not eligible for certain organizations and the product-based companies because it's MBA distance.
Yeah.
But then I've been selected for product-based organization. I have manifested for 20 lakhs package and I received 25 lakhs package. So that is the power of manifestation, law of attraction. So you give a thought, what you want. You have to be very clear what you want. So many of us will be manifesting for the dream house. This is your manifestation. This is your desire. This is your end goal. But do you think that is enough? No. You have to be more specific. You have to be more clear what you want. So I have manifested. Though I am a distance MBA graduate, I need a position to be offered in product-based company with associate HR director position with 20 lakhs package in Hyderabad city. So you see the minimals, you see the specifications. So we generally have the manifestations. Everyone have the desires. Everyone have the goals. You even have that I wanted to get this compensation this year, percentage of hike. But then when we are being more specific, for example, dream house, your dream house, what dream house? Is it 2 BHK, 3 BHK, 4 BHK? You want individual villa or you want it in an apartment or flat or in the city or in the town? You want what? So we are not giving these specifications to the universe and to our mind. That's where we are not getting the clarity. So the one that you told in the last question, many of the talent advisors are not able to get what they are achieving. They don't have the growth because you don't have the clarity. You don't have the specifications what you want. For example, I want to buy a car. I have clear picture what I want. So I want to buy a Range Rover car. It's a top end model. It's a red color car, and I want to do a single time payment with a no loan and EMI. So this is the specifications you need for your manifestations so that law of attraction will work for you.
Okay. So do we need to write it down somewhere or we just need to think it over and over? So how to attract? How to
There are
manifest?
multiple techniques, Praful. So, but the easier one is like to collect the pictures and keep it digital. Like you can
Okay.
keep your mobile screen as your manifestation. For example, I always picture with me, it's a Range Rover picture. I need this color, this model. So I always see this. I keep seeing this. And you can see lot many affirmation slips. So wherever you spend more time, write your manifestations. I am a entrepreneur giving 50 plus employees work. I'm helping. And I am landing in my dream job. You have to keep all these things. And whenever you see, you will get a smile, you will get a light bulb, you will get your energy changes. So manifestation, it should be a continuous process. So you always, day in, day out, you have to think about.
Sure. Thank you so much, Soumya. Quick tip I would like from you, not for me. We know that there has been lots of people who might have got laid off because of whatever reason from their organization. Quick tip for them to help them find jobs, how they can find jobs. Definitely, what are the things they need to write, they need to do in digital and all those things.
Definitely. Preferably if they are laid off, first of all, they should say thank you for the company
Okay.
that they laid off.
Okay.
For an example, XYZ company have laid off certain people. Then you say thank you, XYZ. You gave me opportunity to serve your company for 3 years. When you are more grateful, you will attract more opportunities. When you blame something, you will get more blame. You will get more negativity. That is called law of attraction. So people who got laid off say first thank you, and then I want them to write a specific goal. Like I need a job lakhs per annum by March 2025. A product-based company. I'm just telling the example, but they can write whatever they decide company. If
Okay.
they want to be placed in Google, they can write Google. If they want to be placed in Microsoft, they can mention even the company name also, Microsoft. So this is how they have to write the manifestation. Like, thank you, I've been placed in Microsoft with a package of lakhs per annum as a talent acquisition advisor in March 2020. They have to write this manifestation and they have to sit for 3 to 4 minutes and just visualize they went to Microsoft Office. They did the onboarding. They are meeting the team members. Just imagine that they are in that vibration. So manifestation should be always you got that. So then your vibration, your positivity increases and you attract more opportunities just like that.
So definitely the visual effect also works a lot, right? When you
Yes.
feel the thing
Yes.
before you get the thing, right?
Yes. So visualization is most important. Have you ever noticed, prefer in preschools or in LKG, UKG during our times, they said A is for apple. They never showed you APPLE, but they showed you apple. That's why it got registered in your subconscious mind.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you see images of your manifestation, you are very clear you want this only. Your subconscious mind gives you vibrations about that opportunities only. So you will ever thought that you want to visit some place. For example, you think about today Mahakumbh Mela, which is most happening,
Yes.
right? You will see images related to that. You will attract only that kind of, not because of the YouTube algorithm or Instagram algorithm, but generally law of attraction helps you to get more details about what you are reminding. Also, people who got laid off, I just wanted to give you a small suggestion. For everyone, it is always the people who you are surrounded, the energies. You are more in positive energies, you are more people, more positive. If you're surrounding with the people earning with 50,000 per month, your habits, your energies will be same like that. If you're spending time with executive people, you will be more like that. So you expand your energies. Be with open to work with multiple people. Energies will expand. So you always wanted to be in higher energies people. For example, we are earning 1 lakh. Be with the people with 5 lakh people. You will vibrate to that energy and you will attract that kind of people. You will get that kind of opportunities.
Great. 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 Awesome. So another question which I have, Soumya, is like many people can't stop thinking negative in their
Correct.
mind, right?
Right.
Whatever they know that they have to think positive, but
Correct.
somehow they can't stop thinking
Stop.
negative only, right? For them, what should they do?
This is very difficult for everyone because they are not able to stop their negative things. But one
Yeah.
thing I will tell, Praful, for everyone who wants to hear this. So does your happiness depends on why
Okay.
can't you control your thoughts? You are getting thoughts because of the external people.
Yeah.
So if you want to be happy, then control your mind, then control your thoughts. See, my happiness is not dependent on my boss praising. My happiness is dependent on how well I did that work. Not boss is praising someone else. No, not at all. But here, most of us are depending on our external factors. So you're doing something for someone else. Someone will see you. That's why you're doing. That's why you're not able to start your negative thoughts. But to clear off all this negative energies, negative thoughts, always prefer a mantra which you already know. It's a Ho'oponopono mantra. So it's
Okay.
just a 4-line sentence where it controls your mind, it controls your energies, it controls your thoughts. Like, you are thinking. So I used to tell my mental being is very low. I used to think every situation as a negative. If a person I hate and that person is giving a good suggestion, also I used to think he's doing something wrong for me. That's why he's giving me suggestion. So that's the state of mind I used to have. So all this and even my short temper, it became zero now just because of this Ho'oponopono mantra. It's a cleansing forgiveness prayer. It has 4 lines, Raffle. It's I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So any person, any situation, that could be anything. Even you are in traffic, you want the traffic to be cleared in 5 minutes, just chant this 4 lines and traffic will be cleared within 5 minutes. So any problem, any situation, one mantra, this is one. So yeah, massive results.
Soumya, for sharing such a great, we don't know how to react to this situation, right? But thank you for giving us the solution, giving us the inspiration, what different things we can do. So thank you once again.
Thank
Soumya.
you.
We are almost on the time. So let's say if someone, you are a life coach, if someone want to reach out to you, right? People can reach out to you, Soumya.
So I have, my company set up. It is called Manifest Minds Full Referral, and I have the website lifecoachsoumyarajesh.com. And people can leave me a message 9550 WhatsApp number, and it's a call. I'm just a call away. And you just drop in with your solutions. I will be able to help you. And besides that, I am giving a corporate well-being sessions also to all the corporates because we generally well-being sessions is something more of like motivational sessions. So I generally don't believe in motivational sessions. So if I give a motivational session, you will be motivated for 1 hour, 1 day, or 2 days. I don't want to deliver that kind of solutions to the corporate employees. I want to deliver. You should be motivated 24/7. You should be always energized. You should be always on the go. Yes, whenever you know 24/7. So that is the kind of solution sessions I'm giving. It's like properly designed from, basics to advanced.
And like for those corporate trainings or sessions also, can people can reach out through your website or through WhatsApp directly?
Yes, through website, through WhatsApp, they can reach me out directly.
Only in Hyderabad, or it can be virtual, or it can be like in person?
Most preferable, I prefer in person, and it's not only restricted to Hyderabad, it is everywhere in India. I can travel, I can give the sessions, and virtual because they don't feel that energy. So I don't prefer.
Yep.
But if someone wants that as a virtual session, also I can do that. But I generally prefer in person so that I can make everyone active and motivated and get what they want in their lives.
Yes. So very true. In person is always good. Like
Yeah.
how they're in Hyderabad and what kind of session you have taken. TA meetup we had done in Hyderabad. It was very inspiring, and like, we got the feedback instantly from people as well, right? In journey, they have changed our own mindset as well. Through
Definitely. So the advice I don't say, but make you zero because you're always impressing someone. I don't want you to impress someone. Impress yourself daily, every second. Then you see your original growth. So when you love so much, you will give it to someone else. So I always prefer you love so much. You do so much for yourself. You do self-love is something we are missing these days. Have you ever told even the community to yourself, I love you somewhere? No one, right? So I want everyone to tell every day in the morning, get up, see the mirror and tell, I love you, Soumya, for all the great things and be a blessing for someone's life. So this is one piece of information I wanted to share with everyone.
Great. Thank you once again, Soumya,
Thank you.
for all the inspiring story, for sharing your journey as well. Definitely looking forward for more session where you can come and you can teach, you can coach our TA folks as well. And
Definitely.
again, this is just a beginning. We
Oh.
have a very bigger dream to make a community huge so that we can reach every corner of India and touch every single people and make them realize how they can work as a TA or a HR person. And definitely you can also help us together.
Definitely, Praful. It's my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me here. And many of them don't know about the law of attraction, but they are following day in and day out. Even they don't know also. So this will become more helpful for them to change their life into positive.
Sure. Thank you once again, Soumya.
Thank you.